Hey everyone, welcome back. Have you ever felt like your channel is just going really slow? Well, you're not alone. I'm going to be sharing with you what I tried on my finance channel, what worked, what didn't work, and so hopefully you can try them out and see if they work for you. All right, let's go ahead and discuss. So this month I really was focusing on getting the click and how do I keep people watching when they're actually on my channel. Because honestly, what's the most important for YouTube is people are clicking and staying on YouTube. YouTube is a business. They want to make money. So the only way to do that is keep the viewer on. So if you help YouTube out, they're going to help you out. So let me just share with you, looking at my YouTube analytics, what I did try. All right. And what worked and what didn't work. So we're in my YouTube analytics. And I want to talk about my first one right here, dividend investing, because this is the one that I spent a lot of time in making sure that once the viewer clicked on, they would want to stay on. So in this video, I talked a lot about how the viewer could use the information for themselves. So I use a lot of you and your, and I also cut it down quite a bit. I was not going through stuff that wasn't relevant. So I really focus on my value. Like, why am I giving this video out? Besides to give an update and inspiration, but my viewers, they're interested in dividend investing. So I did not go through every position that I have in my stock portfolio. I just focused on the ones that gave out dividends for that month and stayed that way. And so you can see it's 5 minutes and 47 seconds, where my other ones, 12 minutes and 13 seconds, 14 minutes and 23 seconds. So I cut it really down. And if we look here, we're going to go to analytics. And I want to go to engagement. It says 2 minutes, 22 seconds. It said 0.10 seconds less than usual. Again, I don't like to look there because that is skewed by how long the video is. What's more important to me is audience retention. And so you can see average percentage viewed, 41.6%. That's actually better than the other ones. And I'm actually at 1,000 right now. And you can see right here, we have some parts where it says typical, above typical, similar. We do have a little drop right. Well, now it says typical. For a long time, I was saying below. So I guess that's good. But if you look at my audience retention rate and the other ones, let's do this one right here. Because it has about the same amount of views, a little bit more, but I'm at 1,003. And if we go down here to engagement, 27.6%. So that's a good jump there. And so that's just one thing that I really have tried this month was how, and of course you can see it was at the end of the month. I was just like, I've got to figure out how to keep people on. Okay, the other thing I want to talk about are thumbnails that what I've learned is that you can see that I'm really trying to move my thumbnail text to more either the left side or the center. And that's just from a tip that I received. It's something that I had heard and seen and stuff like that, but you know, it just doesn't always click right away. But it's because people read from left to right. So a lot of YouTubers will put it on the left side. However, I have seen it on the right side too. So I'm not saying that doesn't work. But I just thought if this just helps out a little bit more, I'm going to do it. The other thing is people seem to really enjoy on my finance channel when my thumbnail, my expression is really dramatic and happy. You know, just like that. It does better. So you can see here, I'm happy. 286, you know, and it's short, 5 minutes and 25 seconds. But then I did this one and I'm really happy and we're doing a lot better. Let me show you this other thing that I have been doing that tells me a little bit more about my thumbnails. So I'm going to go to my posts. I've done this now with 2 where actually I give, instead of doing the A/B testing, because remember I talked about in the past going with my channel, I just don't get that much information. I usually get this, couldn't give us a reading because I don't have enough traffic. So what I have started doing is actually putting it on my community post. And I'll put two pictures, two thumbnails. There we go. And just which one you think looks better, you know? And I got 13 votes, 10 comments. That was amazing. Then I did it again for this one, and I got 12 votes. And you can see I can easily figure out which one is better. And that has helped out a lot. So, but I want to make sure I do say this. If you have a channel that is brand new, like this channel right now that you're watching this on, I don't know if it'll work. You can try it and see. I just don't know if it'll work. Okay. I feel like you have to get more of a following for people to pay attention. And I just think community posts, from when I see them, it's just depending on how many subscribers, it's very low engagement no matter what. So I just think people are just not as much into the community posts. That's just my opinion. I have no, except for my own anecdotal notes by just paying attention. That's all I have. I don't know. What do you guys think? Okay. All right. So those are the things that I have done that have helped. All right. The last thing I want to share with you that I did this month that actually I feel has really helped my channel on my finance channel is putting my videos on Blossom Social. It's a social media, but it's for finance only. Go ahead and join this community. And I noticed that people were putting their YouTube videos, and it was okay. I even asked, hey, can I do this? And I was getting a lot of views. I mean, a lot of views for me. Okay, and I have to really put that. And mind you, I'm brand new to Blossom Social, so people don't really know me. So, for the views that I got, pretty good. Let me show you. And these last few ones were on there, so that's probably another reason why they're doing better. So let's go to right here, and I'm going to go to my analytics. I'm going to go to my reach. More. Okay, I'm going to scroll down. And it could be here, director unknown. This is when I see that moves at 7.1, or it could be under others, 3.2. External, which we got 3 views from there. So we got director unknown, 42 views. Okay, so that could be right there, a real possibility, because I don't really put this out in anything else, So that's probably what is coming from Blossom. Okay, then I go here. Let's go to right here with Ryan. Put that video out. Let's go to reach. And then we get a director unknown, 10.1% of it, or external, 8.2. Those are the ones that, I can't say 100% is from Blossom, but pretty much like 90%. Okay, because like I said, I don't put these out really on anything else. I might have tried Reddit. I think I did try Reddit, so maybe I get a few from there. But most of it's been Blossom. That's where I'm getting a lot, because I'll see the likes and the comments on Blossom under the videos. And then I have been getting some comments now on YouTube saying, hey, I came from Blossom. Okay, so we go here, reach, director unknown, 2.7, and then we'll click others. Actually here. External, we got 6 views, but director unknown, we're at 27 views. I don't know what other YouTube features are. Okay, so that has helped out my channel. I have noticed is that once I started putting it out on Blossom, I'm getting more views, I'm getting more traffic. So that's awesome. So my suggestion for you is, if you have not done this, where you put your videos on some kind of other social media where, it's expected, it's allowed, it's something positive for them, then do it. Because, honestly, yes, you might not have another social media that you have to kind of, balance and stuff like that. But if you're like me and you're looking at YouTube as a business, why not promote it? And that's really how I'm looking at it. All right, now let's go ahead and look at my analytics for this month. So I'm going to go to channel analytics, and I'm going to change it from the last 28 days to the month of August. And you can see I'm at, for the month, 4,398. So I'm actually 59% less than July. Watch time is 232.6, so I'm down 65%. And then I have 54 I got 54 subscribers, 64% less than July. But you can see that latest video is doing really, really well, which my Robinhood portfolio videos do actually do the best. Besides my cell phone, and let's go ahead and look and see if we're doing any better with changing the YouTube algorithm. But before we do that, let's look at lifetime. So lifetime, I'm at 60,493 views. I'm at, it says 2.9, but it always rounds up. I'm at 2,856.1 watch hours. So I'm really getting close to that 3,000 mark. And here it shows 709 subscribers, but if you saw in the front there, I'm now at 715. Okay, so now let's go ahead and just look and see how I'm doing with my views on what YouTube is pushing out, suggesting here to traffic sources in the last 28 days. And we're going to go to suggested videos. And we see US mobile still, US mobile, US mobile, US mobile. And then finally mine right there. And then we go back to US mobile. So last 28 days, we're still really working on that issue. Let's check the last 7 days. And we got US mobile again. But then we have my dividend. That's my new one. US mobile, US mobile, US mobile, visible. So yeah, I'm still, the most of it is still cell phone. So it's going to take a while for things to be fixed. All right, last thing we're going to look at is my earn. So we're going to scroll down here. So I have 715 subscribers. We're looking for that 1,000. And as we already know that YouTube really, the eligibility does take a lot longer to get caught up. So it's showing 2,557 valid public watch hours. But as you know, I'm really getting closer to that 2,900. So, and when I said I'm almost there, right here, I just have to get here. And then I have now, once that happens, then I have completed this level, which means that that's where you can do like lives, which I'll be honest, I'm a little nervous about even trying that out. And stickers and stuff like that. That kind of stuff gets opened up. And I wanted to make this video not just to show you my analytics and how I'm growing, but to give you some tips on things so that you can try and to just inspire you to keep going. And just, yeah, sometimes it does feel like it's going slow. And sometimes it really actually is going slow. But we got to keep at it. Don't give up. Okay, it will happen. That's the number one thing that's going to do it for us, is just keep doing it. Sometimes you see these YouTubers that said they got monetized in a week or 2 weeks or in 10 days. And that's awesome for them. I mean, I have to be honest, I'm a little jealous, and sometimes it makes me go, what am I doing wrong? But actually, if you're like me and we're growing slow, that's most people. Most people take a while to actually get monetized. So don't feel bad if you're seeing that. Just be happy for them and maybe pick up some tips, but just know you're not alone. If you made it to the end of this video, I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Bye.